But yeah,
And then
big shout out to Wavy the God. My bad.
Yeah, well, and then we'll cut back in right here or after the cough.
What hood is this? Crimefaces presents the Abyss podcast hosted by Lukey Cage with Karl and PrimoJAB. Now, man, what hood is this?
Everyone, welcome to episode 18 of the Abyss podcast with my man Karl right there.
Peace.
PrimoJAB is somewhere in Lake Minnetonka right now. You know what I'm saying? We have another special guest here for y'all. We have Matt Vinyl Hunter.
Peace.
What's up, my dude?
Whoa.
Thank you for having me on here.
No doubt, brother. No doubt,
Yes,
man. You
yes.
in New York, correct?
I'm in New York, yeah.
Currently.
Normally I'll be representing London, UK, but I'm actually in New York, so yeah.
True indeed, man. What brings you over here for this?
I've got a friend who lives here, and obviously with the lockdown, I've been in London for the past 2 years, kind of in my flat, not really doing much. I just needed to get away, change the scenery, and December's quiet for me, so I thought, like, let me just come to New York, try and hook up with a few people, and yeah, just get out of the UK.
Definitely.
True indeed. It's been a crazy year, yo, but
it's like a home from home for me. I've been here quite a few times, but I just love coming here. You don't really have to be doing much. You can just be walking around, people watching, all that type of thing.
True indeed.
It's an amazing city.
It is, yo. It's like, I don't know, man. When I went up there for Supply and Demand, everywhere was graffitied now. Every place. Everywhere. Like, damn, yo. Like, I thought it, but I don't know, man. It was pretty dope, but it made me appreciate Atlanta, though. Word. You been out
Things
here?
are strict. Things are strict here, though. Like, sorry to go off with like the COVID and stuff. Like, to eat in a restaurant, you have to show the pass. Like in the UK, they haven't made that mandatory yet. I think the only time you have to show a pass if you go to watch a football match, but getting into restaurants and stuff like that, you don't have to do that. But they're super strict here.
Well, and that's only in certain places. California and New York would be the two states that are probably the strictest with the regulations and what they're doing. I don't know that it's really helped much as far as numbers, but they're the ones just, extremely on the left and very, very just, we're going to do over the top measures. Whereas here in Atlanta, Texas, a lot, Florida, a lot more open, a lot more freedom to kind of go and do what you need to do.
True indeed. Atlanta's been open. You know what I'm saying? It's been open, man. But we down here having fun. But it's been a big year in hip hop this year. It's been a kind of a weird year in hip hop, but a lot of good albums dropped. You know what I'm saying? I know Matt DJing and he's tapped into all the good records we have. By the way, I got my ugly Christmas sweater on. It's Ghostface Killer.
Nice. I got this from my niece. I don't know if you guys ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
It's an FX show, and it's just about 5 people that are just utterly disgusting human beings. And so, anyway, I enjoy it.
What up? Excuse me. No COVID.
And then the dope dude down here holding it down, looking fly.
Yeah, Christmas is dope.
Is it dope or dope? How do you say it?
That's supposed to be dope.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's dope.
Yeah, just a play on dope.
I thought it was Duape or some shit like that when I first saw it.
That would have been DUAPE.
Some shit like that, man. But I hit Purist up a couple times because he's the one who runs that shit. I tried to get some records released on there and it didn't go nowhere. But that dope is the varsity of the underground. You get a record put out on them, you move up to varsity. I believe it slowed down a little bit after that Sony Jim Conway album. I think it slowed up a little bit for them. And everybody's going over to Rap the Wrinkle.
They've been doing a lot, definitely.
I mean, from my experience though, everything always sells out with dope.
Yes.
Dope. And as a collector, it's getting harder and harder to buy stuff from them now. Like normally, I'm pretty good, but there's been a few times where I've not got stuff, and I've had to have backup people trying to get me stuff. So
indeed.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, done.
Done. Or even seconds. So depends on the reef. Like the West Side Gun stuff, that's gone in seconds. So
Yeah.
You just get stuck in like this void waiting to get through checkout, and then the next thing crashes. And then by the time you go back in, everything's sold out.
Now, I don't want to put him out there like that, but I'm going to say a rapper put his own CD out by itself. It didn't sell out. I didn't think he sold 100 copies. Then they put that same record on Dope, sold out in 10 minutes. So
part of it's just because of the label.
It makes a difference. It's recognizable.
The much better too.
The automatic assumption is if Dope is going to put it out, it's got to be quality, because Dope doesn't turn out bullshit. So yeah, I mean, it does make a difference.
I'm going to get my little insight, not to like drag this on, but my little feeling about it.
This is casual.
When West Side Gun dropped the Pray for Paris album and Virgil done the cover, I think you then had a lot of sneakerheads getting involved or being like put onto this kind of buying and selling, and then you had a lot of people then buying the Dope stuff to resell who weren't necessarily fans of the music. So from my experience in talking to other collectors, from that point on, it's got harder and harder and harder. Obviously, it's got popular as a label, but I feel possibly the sneakerheads have got involved and infiltrated and started to try and flip stuff as well.
True indeed.
I can see that.
I agree, because a T-shirt is like $250. A Griselda T-shirt is like $250 now. And it only costs $50. So
yeah, back in the day, they was cheap. Yeah.
So sneaker culture has taken over this shit, which is a good thing.
Definitely
it brings more attention to the underground. Yeah. But yo, we got some categories to get through here for the best end of the year list right now. So
and I'm getting stuff. I'm getting stuff from Primo as we're doing this, so I'll fill in his as we get them.
Pause. Yeah. So what's what we got for first? We got we have producer of the year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't really that tough for me. I mean, not for me. Or who would like to go first? Who would like to share their thoughts first?
I'll go first.
All right, brave man.
I wasn't like normally at the end of the year I always do like best album or this. Like this year I wasn't going to do it, and then you guys hit me up, so I'm actually now doing it. But I'm gonna do it, but then I have to do some honorable mentions because I can't really just say one person.
Yeah, I think we all did the same because Primo's has honorable mentions and people that he kind of felt were almost there. So this is casual. I mean, enjoy this.
So what made me choose this person is the amount of stuff they've done. They've done more than just one album, more than two albums. So my producer of the year has to be Big Ghost. Because
Big Ghost? Man, he's whack, man. I'm joking.
You shut up.
Because I believe he's done the UFO Thief album, he's done the Conway album, the Eddie Kane album. I know the Souls of Mischief thing came out last year, but that was dropped on Wax. And then he's done the Al Divino album, which is probably the weakest one of them all. But
also overall, Ransom.
Oh, sorry, and Ransom. I forgot about Ransom. Yep. Yeah. So
Heavy as the Head.
Big Ghost, and then my honourable mentions is Future Wave, Shallow Point, and Hobgoblin Beats as well. So because they, Hobgoblin's done some good stuff with Mav, Substance 810. Shallow Point's done some stuff with Smooth and the Booze Brothers. So yeah, but I feel Big Ghost, he just done a few more albums and a few more quality albums.
True indeed. I fuck with that list heavy. I put Alchemist on there because he dropped a couple of my favorite records. You know what I'm saying? Word. Alchemist and Big Ghost to me right now are the best. You know what I'm saying? Because they make cohesive albums. You know what I'm saying? And Hobgoblin, the Spanish Ran and Mab album, cohesive, but I didn't really hear a lot of more Spanish Ran this year. I like shit like that. But anyway, boom, Alchemist and Big Ghost, definitely. And the Al Divino album's not that bad. So $75 for 2 tickets.
So I'm gonna let Primos play.
All right, man. Happy holidays, Merry Festivus and whatnot. Here we go, man. My picks for producer of the year, it was tough. 2021 has been an amazing year for dope, underground, grimy, abyss, hip-hop music. You know what I mean? It's been a great year for it. So if I didn't mention somebody, it's only because, God damn it, was a lot of shit to listen to, man. Special shout outs to DJ Jazzy What, because I had to go back through his archives. That man has cataloged a lot of stuff and reminded me of a lot of things that did come out this year. This has been a long year, but anyway, let me go get to it. I'm gonna start with my bottom. So, all right, here we go. Nicholas Craven, Wavy, Hobgoblin, V-Don, Spanish Ran Finn, Future Wave. All right, that's that. They, we can discuss that, but you got to mention their names. But then my top three: DJ Muggs. All right, and then it was a tie for number one, but I ended up going with The Alchemist over Big Ghost just by. No, I mean, I can't even say that's a tie. Yeah, it's got to be a tie because I'm playing both Two Nights in Marrakesh, and then they hit me in the face with that Super Tecmo Bowl. So that's why I had to do it like that.
Big up to Wavy, yo. I forgot to. Yeah, he's killing it, but I needed more work. I need a little bit more.
Yeah, and honestly, I felt like he did a lot. So my choice was Big Ghost, and primarily because not only did he have 4.5, 5 albums this year, but they were all really quality. Even Two Nights in Marrakesh, when I first listened to it, I felt like somebody was punching me in the face. Like I really couldn't understand what was coming at me, and I had to listen to it a second time, and then Al Divino's kind of, just aggressiveness on those tracks really started to make sense. And then the third time I listened to it, I just got all of that Big Ghost texture that he puts in. I really like the album a lot more than I thought I would, because I'm not a huge Al Divino fan. But I just thought it was a really quality album. But, it
don't make no sense sometimes.
The Conway album, If It Bleeds, the Ransom album was dope. I'll tell you, the Eddie Kane album, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, since it's come out, I've had it nonstop on my playlist because it's just really dope. So, yeah, I have a lot of good choices, I think. I also had Alchemist, Finn, Wavy, and Future Wave as kind of my backups. I think Finn had a really good year, and Wavy did some really good projects. That God's Eden was super dope.
True indeed. Also, watch out for that Future Wave Daniel son that just got announced today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited about that. Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm
Daniel's
excited
son
too.
Is a beast. That dude is a problem.
2022 is going to be Future Wave's year.
Yes.
He's going to be taking over. I mean, I can't say anything, but yeah, that 36 Cypher album he's done as well, which is going to be dropped on Fuck Rap Records.
Okay.
That's a serious album. 36 Cypher as well. So watch out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I fucks heavy with Future Wave. Shout out to Future Wave. Shout out to that the whole Canada squad over there, yo. All them dudes money. For the Bakers Club, Brown Bag Money, all them dudes up there, yo. And yeah, shout out to them because they really making noise over there. And it don't even feel like they're in Canada. It don't even feel like we like North America. That's what we are right now, yo. Yeah. We gonna like come together like Great Britain and play in the Olympics. You know what I mean? United side. How would you feel about that, Karl? North America, Canada, and United States join together hockey teams. We would never lose.
Oh, I don't know. The Swedes, the Russians, there are quite a few people that have good hockey teams.
Yes, but no, we're not losing.
No, trust me, there's a lot of people from over there that are in our leagues right now killing it. I'm just saying.
Yes, but we're not losing. We're not. Who won the Olympics last year?
I didn't even watch. What did I haven't watched the Olympics.
I think Canada won. Yeah, it was Canada versus United States, and Canada won.
It wouldn't surprise me. We are awesome.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, and y'all soccer team is getting really good right now too, as well. Y'all got the dude that plays for Bayern Munich. I think his last name's Davies, I believe. Like I'm a big soccer head, football head, yo. Y'all really got some ballers on the Canada team, but
you support Chelsea, don't you?
I'm definitely a Chelsea fan, man. And Pulisic on the team, as this was an answer from God, but he's always hurt. What a pussy. But yeah.
I'm an
definitely
Arsenal fan. I go to all the home games. I've got a season ticket. Yeah.
The man just had a hat trick the other day off the back hill. I seen that shit. That shit was amazing, yo. That shit was impressive. But definitely.
Do they call it a hat trick in football or soccer? Is it called a hat trick? I know it is in hockey.
Yeah. It's not called soccer though. It's called football.
No, that's football. What I said. I said football/soccer. I was trying to accommodate both, but I'll always acknowledge it as football first.
In American football, it's rugby with pads.
Yeah.
Rugby with pads. But yo, I don't know. You take our best football players, American football players, and put them in some rugby. That's yo.
But it's different because American football, you throw the ball forward, whereas in rugby, you can only pass the ball backwards.
Backwards, yes.
Yeah.
And you have the kicks. Everybody's gonna have to kick. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different type of skill. But we have some big, fast dudes.
It's the scrum. It's all about the scrum.
Definitely. True indeed. But are we gonna be able to kick? Is Tyreek Hill gonna be able to kick the ball? I doubt it. Pat Mahomes gonna kick the ball? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Word, rugby. Anyway, speaking of soccer and football, I had Atlanta United notification just popped down on my phone. That's our soccer team here in Atlanta. We kind of suck right now, but we bring it back. By the way, I'm gonna get off the topic right now. We have sometimes the most attendance in the world at our soccer games. At an MLS game, 79,000 people at our home games. Like more
That's
than
crazy.
Yes. Unreal. You know what I'm saying? That an American soccer team has the most attended soccer event in the world.
Some of our stadiums don't even hold that. You know, some of our stadiums are only like 30 or 40,000 people.
True indeed. We play in a soccer.
Yeah, they play in a football. Yeah, football stadium that'll hold 90.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it's close to 90 is what it'll fit.
Yeah, Falcon. We suck, but hey, fuck it.
Let's not talk about it.
Right. What's the next category?
Album of the year.
Okay, it was easy for me. I go first on this right here. The dude dropped the one last year with the same producer, and I was like, "This is good. This is really, really good. No skips." You know what I'm saying? People shitted on him because his voice is real monotone. I ain't give a fuck. Bodie James, Bo Jackson is better than the price of tea in China. Hold on. It was better than the price of tea in China to me. So to me, it had to be the album of the year for me. Just had to. I don't skip no songs. And I feel weird when I skip songs. Bodie is not one of my favorite rappers. He's not. But those two albums playing back to back to me are perfect. So my favorite album was Stove Guys features. I don't want to talk about the Benny. I'm gonna talk about that later. Benny, the feature where he had with Benny, EPMD, all that shit was flawless to me. So Alchemist and Bodie James, Bo Jackson. That dude that sold mad drugs. You could tell about his weighing credentials and everything he's talked about in the songs, that his paraphernalia game is up. I don't see how he's not locked up for 20 years right now. But yeah, this is a great album to me. That's my album of the year.
All right, so we'll jump to PrimoJAB real quick.
Let me start this one off by saying 2021, I hope all of us are really appreciative of the year that we've had. Do you realize there have been like 237, 245-ish at this point releases this year that you and I would want to listen to? 240 something releases, man. It's crazy. All of that. And everybody was coming out saying, oh, this the album of the year. Oh, this the album of the year. In March, April, May. Like, what the fuck? The year wasn't even halfway over. Super Tecmo Bowl didn't come out yet. That just came out. That new Nas, that Magic, just came out. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of stuff has happened this year, man. So when we talk about this album of the year thing, it's arbitrary, man. And it's a personal opinion. First and foremost, hey, man, thank y'all for allowing me the privilege of talking shit to y'all, because that's all I do is sit here and talk to y'all. I'm going to share my opinions now. Album of the year for the Abyss, for the underground. I mean, it's been a lot of dope projects, man. It's been a lot. Listen, let me just state some facts, man. A lot of people have released multiple projects this year. For example, Yo Droog and Fahim put out 2 projects this year that were dope. Super raw early on in the year. A-Sun Eastwood put out like 3 projects this year. Pro Dillinger, yo, Pray for My Prey came out of nowhere. Dope. Charlie Pope. I keep talking about Charlie Pope. That's one of my favorites. Shoot, my man, look, Westside Gunn put out Hitler, the 2 Hitlers this year. You understand what I'm saying? Makami put out 2 projects this year. Pray for Haiti and Balance Cho. You know what I mean? A lot of shit. That Tree Mason is Spanish Red. Knowledge the Pirate, Hidden Treasure came out this year. You understand? The list goes on and on and on. I can say a bunch of names and you're like, oh yeah, that did come out. 2021, we have been blessed, ladies and gentlemen. We have been blessed here in the Abyss. Oh, speaking of, special shout outs to the internet, to the Instagram people. None with a Gun. All she do is post albums. Like I said before, DJ Jazzy What? He started compiling a list. I mean, we as a community, this is what we do. We all help each other out. And, it's necessary because it's tough to keep up with all the dope shit that comes out, man. It's tough to keep up with it. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, think about it. Jay Nice, Rush, them dog. I mean, come on. We can name 8,700 MCs right now that's been putting shit out. And is one project doper than the other all the time. So I salute to a lot of people, man. Can't wait for 2022. Can't wait. But yeah, now we're going to talk about the best projects of 21. And for me, my criteria is replayability, the ones that, again, become just lodged in my head that I had to play again and again. And at this point in the year, it's 2 projects, and one of them is my favorite. Definitely Pray for Haiti. I love Pray for Haiti. I feel like that's a very clean, dope project, produced very well. Executive produced West by Gun, Denny LaFair, Camouflage Monk, Conductor Williams did all the beats on there. I think maybe 2 other people. I'm not sure. Derringer maybe did 1. Dope project, man. Super dope project. Actually, I got to throw another one in there. Special mention and shout outs to that Super Tecmo Bowl. Super Tecmo Bowl, the Alchemist. Went crazy. Him and Bodie went crazy, man. And it came out of nowhere. That's why I love it so much, because I wasn't even expecting it. And here it is. And I'm like, oh my God, this thing is raw. After Bo Jackson. You know what I mean? As a follow-up. And it didn't sound like throwaways either. You know what I mean? Like, for me, some of Hitler sounds like pieces that should have been on Pray for Haiti. You know what I mean? That's why I like Pray for Haiti better than some of the Hitler stuff. Hitler's dope. The Hitlers are raw, but they're not in my album of the year. Death and the Magician, super raw album. I love it. I love it. I love what Muggs did on there. Obviously Rome. I'm a fan of Rome. I'm unapologetic about that. I don't care what y'all say, man. The man is a professional. He gets busy. So that ain't it, though. That ain't my album of the year either. Pray for My Prey. But I really like Pray for My Prey a lot. Pro and Finn, y'all snapped. Salute to y'all brothers. Y'all snapped. And I'm really a fan of that Two Nights in Ibizu, or no, I'm sorry, I put two albums together because I like them both. That Ghost of Ibizu, that UFO Thief with Big Ghost, and also that Two Nights in Marrakesh, Big Ghost, Aldivino. Big Ghost, bro, you snapping right now. You going crazy right now. I get it. I mean, you're relentless. Your grind is relentless. I salute you. Thank you for keeping us fed out here. Yeah, man. But for the album of the year, the one that I keep going back to, it's that Razor's Edge, bro. Razor's Edge. Future Wave, Rome Streets. Art by Chris B. Murray on the cover. It's a banger, Jack. It's a banger. I mean, even that Tree Grows in Brooklyn, you know, Eddie Kane and Big Ghost, once again, Big Ghost. Even that Haram, Alchemist, and Arm & Hammer. Yeah, again, Alchemist, you keep hearing these names, Big Ghost, Alchemist, DJ Muggs, you're going to hear those names. But what Future Wave and Rome did on there, it's damn near perfect. It's damn near flawless, in my opinion. It creates the perfect mood for what you want to hear. I mean, it has a nice variety of sounds on there. Rome is spitting, like I said, he's spitting in a rarefied level. And also, like I said, that's Genesis 117 or something like that. I keep on butchering that name, but the joint that he did with Uncle John, that shit is dope. If you ain't heard it, go check it out. The shit he did with Ransom, him and Ransom, you know, I like they chemistry. I hope they do a part 2. Oh, hold on. I got to shout out. Here's another one. That Congo album is the most influential album. That's why I had to take a pause to say it, man. Shout out to Nims, man. Nims is our champion right now, guys. Him and Westside Gun, I think, but more so Nims. Like Nims is he's the street soldier that's out there repping for us in the internets and in public consciousness. I mean, come on, man. He took over with that Bing Bong. He took over. That's the Knicks theme song. That's the underground infiltrating pop culture. So I had to mention that. I digress. I trailed off there. I love that album. That album has cuts on there. My man Charlie did a couple beats on there. Shout out, Charlie. I hear you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. Future Wave, Rome Streets, Razor's Edge. That's PrimoJAB's album of the year. It's so inspiring to me, man. It inspired me to write rhymes. It inspired me to want to be an ill MC. You dig what I'm saying? It's a standard bearer. My second runner-up, Pray for Haiti. And then like 5 other albums after that. Shout out to everybody. Keep doing your thing out here. Yeah, man, 2022 gonna be ugly. Remember, like I said, 240-something releases came out, y'all. If you think hip-hop is dead, you a sucker. You ain't listening to the right things because there's plenty of dope shit out here. All right, I'm out of here.
I can't believe you picked Pray for Haiti. I didn't think he would pick that. I love that album though too.
I mean, it was a good album, but it's not my album of the year. No. All right, Matt, what you got?
So I got Rome Streets, Death and the Magician. For me,
True indeed.
That was probably the best. I mean, I had Razor's Edge with Future Wave as a second. Yeah. But again, there's so many dope albums. There was another album, I don't know if you're familiar with it, Luke, because you just said about Boldy James. There's an artist called Lukah, Lukah.
Luke, I heard about it, yeah.
The album's called Why Look Up, God Is in the Mirror. And he done a track with there's a feature with Boldy James on it. It's called Stigmata. Mm-hmm. And that album was a surprise album of the year for me as well, because I've never heard of this guy before. So
Luke and me either until they said, yeah.
Death of the Magician, and then a close Razor's Edge for the second one.
Yeah, that Razor's Edge joint showed how versatile Future Wave is, because it wasn't that dark. It was more fun to me.
The only reason that Death and Magician tips that is, I think Rome brought a few more bars to Death and Magician. There's nothing to do with the production. I just think the bars were slightly better on the Death and the Magician.
Yeah, I could have picked those two as well in the favorite album category. Karl, what you got, bro?
Actually, I did. So, yeah, I loved the Razor's Edge with Future Wave, but really, Death and the Magician. That's a DJ Muggs album, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I really loved the beat selection for what Rome was doing on that album. And I agree with Matt. I think the bars were just a bit better. He really shined on that. So, I mean, it's going to lead into the next category, which is Rapper of the Year. And for me, it was Rome Streets. And, you know, I know there were some guys at the end of the year that really kind of came up. But for me, when you look at what he did with Ransom, all the features that he did, and he was everywhere. But then, you know, his own albums that he dropped, I just think right now he's the dude that is sitting on top as far as talent and potential and really kind of putting in a lot of that work. So,
and he's signed to Griselda,
which is huge. Yep.
So yeah,
true indeed. There's some other rappers I thought that caught up a little bit with him, but it was already over with. I don't think no one could have really. It was already over with. Makami, when he dropped his last joint, I got it from the mud, swear to God. I love that album. Fahim's verse was crazy. Low key, Droog with the Spaceball album.
Droog,
no skips on that as well. Droog, I love that album. And these albums, as other rappers go commercially, they are staying really true to this underground hip hop sound even more. So that's why I love Droog and the Fahim and Makami. Boldy was good too as well. But Rome, it was already over with for a while for me. Like I didn't give him the album of the year because I just love that Boldy James album so much. I love this new Makami joint so much. But definitely Rome is the MVP. Ain't nobody fuck. And he never has shortchanged us a verse. Never. Him and rappers like him and Ty Ferris have never shortchanged us on a verse. Like,
and whenever Rome features on the track, he's always better than everyone else on that track. Like, so
Kill Our Rats. I'm sorry, he had the best verse on Kill Our Rats on that Conway album. You think so?
Yeah.
No?
Well, you're gonna give away my next one, but my rap of the year was Rome Street with you guys. I have to give Ransom a mention. Also, Ason Eastwood. He put out some solid. You know, I think he put out like 4 projects this year. Soul, the 98 Miles. I can't remember the other 2, but he's done some solid albums. And again, these guys are pretty underground. Not many people know about them, but the Booze Brothers from Philadelphia. So him,
the Booze Brothers,
Clever One. So yeah.
Yeah, you actually turned me on to the Booze Brothers because I wasn't familiar with them, and it was because you do the dope IG lives, and it got me into your Itch FM and you know, watching the mixes that you've been doing, and you heavily featured them a couple of times. And
these guys don't have any social media presence, so
or Spotify.
Or Spotify. Yeah, I think they got one album on Spotify, and that's it. But all their catalog, you have to buy it, or you know.
But they spit serious bars.
Yeah, it's like 90s, that battle rap.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucks with it, and they made the top 75. Well, not Clever One, but Himlo made the top 75 rappers of the Abyss list as far as
our controversial
Karl,
issue.
Smoke. Karl make me want to smoke sometimes, man. Right. This looks cool. Yeah. Maybe help with my pause, my throat. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
No, you need to get surgery for those.
I think so, man. I think so. Anyway, what's the next category we got here?
So did you already give us your rapper of the year?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, Rome Streets. Easy.
Okay.
Did you, Karl? Did you though?
Yeah.
You said
said
Rome
Rome
Street.
Street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
we've all
was
said Rome
definitely
Street.
Rome. Yeah.
I think everybody in the
yeah.
game really right now is saying Rome Streets, or they've been saying Rome Streets.
Well, let's
Sam
find
Buck
out real quick
said
what
Rome
Primo's
Street.
got to say.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Coming to you live from the Minnesota streets. It's me again. So now we're going to talk about my pick for Rapper of the Year. My pick for Rapper of the Year is unequivocally, undisputed, Rome Streets. If you've been listening to the podcast, you done heard me. I've been on this campaign. Salute to the man, Rome Streets. Buddy spits at a very relentless pace. He's put out quality projects this year. I'm gonna talk about 3 of them, and then I'm gonna add the 4th one in, and y'all gonna see exactly what I'm saying. Death and the Magician, all right, with Muggs. Razor's Edge with Future Wave. Then he got the joint, I forget the name, but the Bible Psalms joint with Uncle John. Those 3 alone, he's spitting in rarefied air. I mean, y'all need to check him out. Then let's add in all the features that he did, how he appeared on Hitler Part 1 and Part 2. Killed it on there, but that was icing on the cake for me. I mean, I was like, oh yeah, that's great. But those, Death and the Magician, the Uncle John joint album, those 2 were killer. And then the Razor's Edge joint came out, and that shit was pure. Super, muy bueno, super pure. You understand what I'm saying? And then, like I said, yep, you're already on it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Then he came back with the dual joint with Ransom. Oh, and that thing, I'm still absorbing that. Man. So yeah, Rome Streets, bro. Rome Streets out here. He understands what it takes to be a dope MC. And he takes it seriously, and I respect that. I appreciate it. It's about quality and quantity. A lot of people put out quality offerings, right? And I get that, and I'm not trying to take away from anybody else. You know, Makami put out some good shit. He put out 2 good albums. Boldy J's put out 2 good albums. Westside Gun, y'all ain't gonna slander my man Westside Gun. He definitely put out, he was up there on my list. A-Sun Eastwood, definitely up there. But I mean, yo, them Rome Streets. Hey, I'm even gonna shout out Aldovino, man. Aldovino, he put out like 3-4 projects this year, and it was like, yo, I mean, the best one that he did was the one with Big Ghost, in my opinion. That was the best. Spinism was kind of slimy. You know, if you ain't checked out Spinism, that's cool too. But the 2 Nights in Marrakesh with Big Ghost absolutely is undeniable. That's Aldovino sounded the most like Aldovino. But I digress. Like I said, Rapper of the Year 2021, Rome Streets. Rapper of the Year 2021, Rome Streets. I stand on that. Salute to that man. I saw him live perform, and that's what really sold it, because before that, I was just a casual listener. I'll be honest with you. But when I saw him perform live, oh yeah, that's when I knew. I was like, oh yeah, that dude, yeah, he a different dude, man. I'm a huge fan of him, and I think he's a raw rapper, a super dope MC, man. 2021, he laid his game down. I can't wait to see what he does in 2022. What he say on the Westside Gun album, on the Hitler Wear Hermes album? You already know, when my verse come on, it's the best part. I like that energy, bro. Keep it up.
Best feature. Let me go look at this real quick.
Oh, I get to put up his little face. I like when he does this. It gives me editing jobs.
Okay, I got it. I got it. It was a funny pick for me. But yeah. Who want to go first?
Okay. I'll go first. So I will tell you, and I don't know that it's necessarily like the illest bars on a feature, but Stove God Cooks on Right Now, Hitler Wears Hermes 8, Side B, with Westside Gun. To me, it was just such a dope feature, because the 2 of them on that song sound like they've been a rap duo for 20 years. and the flow of that song is so sick. And it's got just this kind of lazy kind of chorus to it right now. It's probably my favorite feature, just, and I'm a huge Stove God fan. So I like what he does. That was the standout track for me on that mixtape too.
Yeah, I love that song too. Yeah, Jadakiss killed it at the end. That's the song that made me like the album. My favorite feature, it was Benny on Brick Mountain, Montana. That beat is weird. I love weird shit.
Yeah.
And he said, and I put a bitch in the White House way before Kamala Harris. I was like, oh. But I love that beat, and I love both. Oh, Bodie is a really good rapper in a lot of different ways. Those two guys can rap commercially. And it sounds good. So I was like, I really love that song. So that was my favorite feature right there, Benny. Even though his beats are going more commercially, and I'm not enjoying the albums as much as I should because he's making some commercial music, I love that song right there. So that was my feature of the year right there, the Benny on Brick Mountain, Montana.
I put the Rome Streets verse on Kill All Rats.
Kill All Rats, yeah.
So, but then
that could be verse of the year, yeah.
And then also another good feature is the RJ Payne on the Ransom album with Big Ghost, the Red Wedding.
Yes.
Payne.
Yeah.
But I think PrimoJAB probably mad at RJ Payne for saying Payne. But PrimoJAB said, how many times he say his name?
I will actually tell you, my runner-up for feature of the year was actually Rome on Blackwater from that same Ransom Big Ghost cut.
Yeah.
We'll hear from Primo real quick.
Okay, I'm back once again. This time, in case you don't know me, I just be pulling over anywhere. I get to pissing if I need to. That's what I do, man. You leave your mark in the world. That's how I leave mine. But anyway, mobbing through St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm gonna tell y'all now about what I think the feature of the year is. The feature of the year to me, undeniably, goes to Stove God Cooks. Stove God Cooks for right now. Everybody knows that song. He made an impression. Yeah, they busting shots out here. It's St. Paul, it's Minnesota, Minneapolis. It's crazy out here. Who knew? I didn't know. But anyway, excuse me. Stove God Cooks. Stove God Cooks right now. His hook on Right Now, I believe, is the feature of the year. I think a lot of people featured on albums. There's this SD Knack verse that came out this year. I don't know what album it was on, but I cannot think of it. But he killed it. SD Knack killed that shit. I can't think of the name of the song. Yeah, there's people that made good impressions and everything, man, but that joint right there, Ransom definitely popped up on some features. Conway, obviously. Flea Lord on that Shy Hef album. Absolutely. Yeah, man, those were all good, but Stove got that right now. I need this right now. Dun, 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 dun. Like that hook, he killed that shit. That's the greatest use of a feature, man. They get busy out here, boy. Y'all hear them shots? Motherfuckers busting off K's and shit. I'm gonna keep it moving, man. Shout out St. Paul. I'm out here. I'll put my ski mask back on. Feature of the year 2021, Stove God Cooks, right now. That's my choice.
But that's pretty cool. I fucks with it.
Yeah. All right, so now we are on to
right now
Song of the Year.
All right, boy.
We lost Lukey again.
I'm back, yo. I'm back. I gotta look at what we had here. I know. Yeah, boom. All right.
Okay. So Song of the Year.
Oh, you're going to go.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Right. I'm going to give you two songs. So, I'm sorry, but the first song is Hell and High Water which is a Ransom track, but it features Rome Street, Flea Lord, Ito, and Riggs, and it's off the Crime Scenes album. So that track, just because Nicholas Craven on production, I mean, the beat is amazing.
Big up to Nick Craven, yeah.
And then the second one is Sage and Gunsmoke on the Razor's Edge with Rome Street and Future Wave, and it features also Ransom on it as well. So them two are my standout tracks.
Yeah, that's what's up, yo. Good picks. Good picks. Word.
Lukey, what you got?
The Stellar Ray Theory, Makami. I played that song 1,000,000 trillion times, and I still play it. Something makes me want to just dance when I hear that shit, yo. And I ain't a dancing motherfucker, yo. Boom, 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 boom. The other song I liked is another Makami song. It's called Self Love, off the brand new album, Makami record. You know what I'm saying? That we didn't think it was gonna come out, but it came out. Boom, boom. But those two songs right there, and that's probably why Mock is my favorite rapper right now, yo. Like, boom. Like, Self Love and Stellar Ray Theory. I love that shit. Also, the 26th Letter by Makami, when he said something about a lot of you niggas just Big 12, like March Madness. The Big 12 that year had the most basketball teams in March Madness. So, like, Big 12 is police, but Big 12 in March. I was like, yo, this dude is out this. Then he said he has a whole, he said, fronting like some wild outlaw, y'all Smiles and the South Star on this new record. And Smiles and South Star was probably the wackest hip hop group ever. Like, how you want that? Tell me, y'all remember Smiles and South Star?
Mm-mm.
Good. They were the worst. They're from Orlando, and they had 2 songs. I think they blew up, and they're nowhere now, yo. They said, you're gonna like us so much, you're gonna turn gay. That's what they said in the song. Yeah, that's one of their bars. Yeah, I will never like no rap group that much that I'm gonna like be like, oh man, I like dudes. Yo man, this song's so good. You wanna go out? Nah. Anyway, boom. Makami, Stellar Ray Theory, and Self Love are 2 of my favorite songs. Boom, 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 boom. Other than that, it's like 8 Wrong Street songs. So boom, boom. There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go just before I cut to Primo's video, only because both of the songs. Well, I picked 3 that really just I've listened to a lot, and with so many albums that have come out this year, and there have been like a ton of really great albums this year. I can tell you there are certain ones that I haven't listened to enough yet. So the ones that I picked, I'll give you my runner up first. I really was digging the Finn Pro Dillinger album, Pray for My Prey, and the song Filet Mignon there was really dope. Mav and Spanish Ran featuring UFO Thief, Area 51 was another one that I just really got into. But I'll tell you, my song of the year choice, which I'm probably going to be unpopular for it, but it's Eddie Kane and Big Ghost off the Tree Grows in Brooklyn. And it wasn't a single. They haven't done a single of it because he's cut several off of that so far. It was I Got Him. And
I can see
it's one of those songs that the music caught me first. The hook in the chorus caught me second. And then when I dug into the bars, I just really liked the flow. His vernacular that he used in it was really slick. But yeah, I think there was one day, I've got like an hour and 20-minute drive home. There was one day I was driving home. I got to that song and then I had to hear it again. And then I had to hear it again. And then I did that the whole way home. I just kept playing that song, and it was like one of those where like I had to know all the lyrics. I had to be able to go with it. You know what I mean? Indeed. So that was definitely my pick for song of the year, and not for any other reason than I fucking loved it.
True indeed. I fucks with that pick, yo. It's a good pick.
All right, and we're gonna cut to Primo.
All right, here I am. I'm back once again. Still riding through these Minnesota, Minneapolis streets. That's why I masked up. Oh, we in St. Paul now. That's the other twin city. There's two of them. I'm gonna talk about the song of the year right now. The way I came to my conclusion on what was my song of the year was what became an earworm to me. What lived in my head? What happened? What were the songs that I had to play once I got in the car? I had a couple. Carhartts and Cocaine, Mav and Tree Mason. That was one of them. Absolutely on repeat. Lamb, Dark Low. Lamb, Dark Low and V-Don. That shit is so slimy. I mean, that shit just makes you feel some sort of way. EPMD by Boldy James. That's one of them. That's one of them ones. That's a jam. It makes you feel a certain way. Then, okay, I still haven't said my song of the year though. I still haven't said the song of the year. Here we go. I got two by this dude, two by this gentleman. Rome Streets, Prayers Over Packages, and also Same Way. I had them joints on repeat. Like those songs, Same Way. If you ain't heard it yet, check out Same Way. Both of those is killers. But my song of the year, man. Oh, hold on. Honorable mention for song of the year because it came in so late. Francois by Boldy James on that Super Tecmo Bow. Oh my God. What a great intro song. What a great intro. But the song of the year, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Folie à Deux by Mock Hami with Westside Gun on there. Do, 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 do. Hey, yo, come on, man. You can't, how can you deny that? Westside Gun come on that and start spitting lovely. He in the pocket on there, so amazing. Do, 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 do. Conductor Williams. Shout out Conductor. I forgot what they call the Westside Gun producers. Conductor, Denny LaFair, and Camouflage Monk. I think they call themselves the Gunettes or something like that. Don't let me slander them. I mean nothing but the utmost respect. But yeah, man, that's my favorite song of the year, man. I can play that song 16 times and it still has the same energy to it. Mock Hami comes on there spitting rarefied gems like he usually does. I love his command of the language and the way that he executes his rhyme stylings. So yeah, man, that's my song of the year off that Pray for Haiti, man. Folie à Deux. Ça passe to all my Haitians, my boule. You know how we get down. Let's go.
Yeah, that's just dope.
Yeah, so those are good choices. All right, now we're on to Rookie of the Year. And this isn't really Rookie of the Year as much as just somebody that's really kind of on that move, I guess. Because, or at least I hope, because I picked two guys that definitely aren't brand new, but definitely got a lot more shine this year. So I'm just going to jump in first, seeing as I started there. So, all right. So my runner-ups were Eddie Kane and Pro Dillinger. Pro got to drop his first full length with Finn this year, but had also dropped
excuse me,
his it was an EP with Mickey Diamonds, Sting versus Flair, which I thought was really dope. And then he also had a really cool like release of the Foul series.
Yeah, pretty good.
And then my pick was A-Sun Eastwood. And I really felt like A-Sun had an amazing year. Again, just features everywhere. Anybody that could get an A-Sun feature got one, and that dude put in some serious work. So
true indeed.
Yeah.
I basically is those two guys with Mondo. Like Mondo has been everywhere making music with all these guys too.
Yeah,
like,
it's huge shout out to Mondo. And just dropped another one, right?
True. I don't think he dropped it yet. Or
it's coming soon.
It's coming soon, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, Mondo, you know, that's my friend. I don't like to pick people I know like that. Or anyway, boom. He been putting in massive work, and all these niggas know him. So and he be everywhere. Like he just pops up places, and then there you are. Like boom, Rome Streets in this video, Wavy God in the video. He's up there with, I don't know. It's like it's crazy, yo, and he making that quality music. So I got those three: A-Sun, Pro, and Mondo. You know what I'm saying? Those are my three rookies right there.
It's good choices.
Right.
So mine's a little bit similar to yours, Karl. I've got Mickey Diamond from the Umbrella Collective. He released Bangkok Dangerous 1, 2, 3. He done Important Goods album, and then he also done that Sting versus Flair.
Yep.
But I got a shout out to the Umbrella Collective. So you know they're going to be a group to watch out. But yeah, Snotty, Pro Dillinger, Alla Preem, Mick Knife, John Creasy, Rob De Niro, Dark Arch, UK producer. I've probably forgotten, but watch out for them next year. They're going to be big because they're already making moves on the underground. The other people I got to give a shout out to is Substance 810. He's been putting some work in.
Yep.
And Bub Styles.
Bub Styles, definitely.
I've only just discovered him recently. These are people I've only discovered this year. So, Mickey Diamond, the Umbrella Collective, Substance 810, and Bub Styles.
I didn't give Bub Styles. Bub Styles got a song with Yellow Wolf. So I think he got an album coming out with Yellow Wolf. So I didn't really put him like in rookie mode no more. It's like
I mean, sometimes a rookie gets to play in the World Series. It doesn't mean he's not a rookie still.
True indeed. That's a good dude too, yo. Shout out to Bub. Shout out to DJ Dread-Eye. Dread-Eye and Bub got songs. Yeah, but yeah.
For me, like because I buy vinyl. Sometimes if these artists have been out for a period of time and they've been releasing stuff, you know, digitally only or whatever, I sometimes miss out because I'm not looking for their music on wax or they not release it on wax. These people slip through my grasp. So someone like Bub Styles, because he's only recently just putting stuff out on wax, that's only how I've discovered him. So there's probably a lot of artists out there I'm not even onto, only because I'm like not a bit backwards, but maybe I need to be a bit more open and look at people who are releasing stuff only digitally. It's the same with them Umbrella Collective. A lot of them was only releasing stuff digitally, but Copenhagen Crate started releasing their stuff on wax, and that's how I got into Mickey Diamond and all them people. So yeah,
that the power of getting your stuff pressed up is always the power up. I know Wavy was talking about that, how him and Eddie Kane's album got put on wax, then all of a sudden they started getting more traction. Yeah, they started getting more traction off that right there. So yeah, putting in stuff on wax is a big deal. True indeed.
Well, and you know, you did the Matt, you did that that mix session feature for the Umbrella Collective. And you know, that was such a dope session because everybody was in there from the Umbrella. They hung out, they were, you know, interacting with us, you know, while you were spinning. And it was cool because I got turned on to Pro just after we had interviewed him, and he was what, episode 2 for us or 3, something like that. It was pretty early on, but I quickly dove into that rabbit hole and started following Mickey and started following Snotty and Dark Arts and several of them. It was really cool.
Sorry to interrupt. I want to mention someone we forgot who's one of the best MCs for them as well, Josiah the Gift.
Yes,
I don't want to forget him out. So I got
insane.
To give Josiah the Gift. He's done 2 albums at Iron Mike and the Raw album. So yeah, big up Josiah. And he's one of the first people to actually give me a shout out on his record. So I'm actually on wax. So big up Josiah the Gift. I didn't want to leave him out. So
no, absolutely no. But it was really cool, and I love that you feature guys like that. All right, let's hear from Primo real quick about his rookie of the year.
All right, here we go. I'm back once again. So, rookie of the year. This is a tough category for me. So I kind of I thought outside the box, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Well, you know, obviously this is all opinion anyway. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. So, as far as MCs, and producers, you know,
turn left.
Everybody doing this thing is kind of known. They've been doing this thing, right? How do you trace who's the rookie of the year, who just picked it up and just decided to start doing it, right? So I mean, I think I'm gonna go with Jay Skis, man. Jay Skis for rookie of the year. He put out 2 projects this year. He had a handful of appearances that were stellar. He was on La Machina, definitely. Him and Billy Esco got that album together. If you haven't heard it, God Body solid, definitely a solid piece of work. And I don't want to, you know, this is why I'm having problems saying rookie of the year. Oh yeah, and he was on Hitler. But, you know, just saying rookie of the year, it's like, were they not doing stuff last year, 2019? Yeah, I think Jay Skis was. But I feel like as far as for his solo efforts, 2021 was his first premiere year. That's like Chase Fetty, for example. Like, that's somebody I feel like he needs to have a mention, just because, like, he put out the joint with obviously with God Bless last year, and 38 Special, I believe that one was last year too. Top of the Red. But you know, I think he deserves a mention because, again, like I've said,
6 miles, turn right to merge onto
yeah, he's been on tour, leveling up, introducing himself to a bigger audience. So yeah, I would like to offer those 2, but then I'm gonna go in a whole different direction, and I'm gonna say I want to shout out, I think, Mattio and Doe Network, Doughboy, for really just hopping into the management game and the promotion game as heavy as they done. I feel like, you know, they're both kind of seasoned participants in this world, right? But I think as far as like 2021 is really like maybe something that should be considered their coming out year. So that's who I think I'm gonna go with. Rookie of the year. Rapper wise, Jay Skis, honorable mention Chase Fetty. Oh, and there's this girl, young lady, pardon me. She rhymes with Lord Jamonte. She gets down pretty decently. It's the first time I heard her, so that's why I'm calling her a rookie. She may be spitting, and that's the other thing. Like, I can't tell. So much damn music came out. I don't know who just putting out stuff. So that's why I had to go. That's why I went the unorthodox route and said Doe and Matt O, rookie of the year. You know, Matty O Productions, Doe Network Production. I mean, they connecting a lot of things, making a lot of things happen, man. I'm gonna go with them for rookie of the year. And I think they've just had a stellar run. You know, connecting people together, doing a lot of things. So yeah. That's what I think I'm doing.
Hey, boom. All right. I mean, is that how you feel? Cool, y'all. Yeah. He ain't make the top 75 rapper list. He didn't. But hey, he got an album coming out with Big Ghost. Watch out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you probably gonna power up. Yeah.
Who's that, Teak?
Say it again?
Who was that? Who's got the new album coming out with Big Ghost?
Jay Skis.
Jay Skis.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, the guy on, not on the guy on Drumworks.
Yeah.
Oh, is he doing it? Oh, that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Shout out to Love the Genius. That's my homegirl, yo. She back in Buffalo. I thought she stayed here, yo. Anyway, boom. Yeah,
she's the rapper you can't search for on Google's, right?
Yeah, you got to put 7XVE. That's love, huh? Yeah. Smooth Calhoun. But yeah, Jay Skis. I mean, all right.
All right. So the not fun title of loser of the year.
Or did we cover?
Who's going first on loser of the year?
Loser? I know what my loser is, but yeah. Who? Russ.
I thought you said it wasn't.
No, now it's Russ.
Okay, so Rush is
It's
your
Rush.
biggest loser, even though that album's wildly successful.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. I mean, sometimes you can score 35 and still lose the game. Melo scored 60 and lost, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, that
no
is true.
rebounds, no assists. So boom.
No
Yeah,
blocks.
so nah, man. But I think this right here made he's like a gesture in the court. Someone's calling me. I
Don't
gotta
answer it.
No, it's my baby mama. Hold on. Yeah. But yeah. Go to the next person.
Matt,
No.
what you got?
I mean, to be honest, this is the category I haven't written anything down because it's not that I don't want to be a hater on anyone. I would say the biggest losers is basically what annoys me is when you have artists who want to charge you ridiculous money for a digital download.
Yeah.
Any artist who charges you $150 for just for a digital thing, something you don't even know, when you can actually buy the vinyl from a label cheaper, or any artist who actually sells you stuff and doesn't ship it out. So they're the biggest losers. But I don't want to say any names.
No, I think that's cool. That's fair.
I think you're saying I think you know who the person is.
Because the people that are experiencing that know who you're talking about, and that's fair enough.
But for the record, Big Ghost put that record out. The one was for 2 tickets. He put it out for the reasonable price.
Okay.
Right after.
So anyway, I'm not going to say anything about that. I will say for me, it was Stove God Cooks, one of my favorite rappers in the Abyss.
He's a loser.
A £1 million album.
Yeah.
I just there again. If he's got a master plan and it works for him, awesome. To me personally, it's a surefire way to make a good portion of your fans that are really looking forward to quality work disappointed because they have no outlet for it. They have no way of getting that.
True indeed.
And I don't know that I would go so far as to say, you should always offer digital downloads for free. I do love the fact that whenever I get something from Finn, if you go digital, it's always free. I've even asked him, can you change that to put a feature in where I can pick a donation if I want to? Because personally, I like supporting that shit. I want to, if Big Ghost is charging 15 for an album and it gives me an option, I'll generally pay 20. And it's just because anything I can do to support, to help them create more work, that just benefits me. Right. But Finn's whole concept in that is I want people to have this, we made this art piece and I want people to experience it and listen to it. If you want to collect the vinyl, cool. We're going to have that. If you want it CD, we're going to have that. But at the very least, I'm going to give you the digital free. So it's in your hands. And so that speaks to what you were saying, Matt, as far as just keeping it reasonable, put a reasonable price on it. And I know, Lukey, you've said there are certain artists like, Rock Marcy that you'd pay $45 for a digital download if you felt like, but you put $1 million on a CD and it's only CD, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
$1 million
is,
like to me, it's not a great move. So you got mine.
I understand these are artists and they're selling their artwork, and they need to make money and make a living. But when you're pricing your stuff so expensive, who are you marketing at? Hip hop isn't for rich people. That's not how hip hop started. People with your audience doesn't have £1 million to spend on something like that, or sometimes people don't even have £100 to spend on a vinyl or whatever. So I don't know. I think you're kind of moving away from your core kind of fans or supporters when you start charging too much money for your art. But again, it's up to them. They can charge what they want. But I don't think hip hop should be for rich people. Hip hop should be for the people.
True indeed. But the fan bases are changing, and if people are buying them, they're not going to change their price. Just like people continue to buy Wu-Tang records, even though they're not good. So, I will continue to go to the Knicks, to watch the Knicks, support the Knicks, and we are trash. Like, we were good in the beginning. Now we kind of suck, but I still support my team. But people, they will not change unless we demand better quality and hold these people accountable for the actions with selling this stuff high. Even I think I charged $30 for a digital download, but that's because I had the album, then I had the instrumentals with it, with 3 bonus songs on my Bandcamp. And it was, I think, 11 songs, 11 instrumentals, and 3 bonus songs. So that's why I charged as much as I did.
It's worth it, then. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But some of these,
I was going to spend $10.
but not you, but some of these artists, they're releasing projects and they're probably maybe only 10 minutes long. Like I know some tracks are like a minute long. It's like, what? And you want $100 or £150 for a 7 or 10 minute album? It's ridiculous. But
yeah, 23 minutes. 23 minutes, 30 minutes is like always now. But the deal is we suffer from short-term memory and long-term stupidity. So the average like freaking attention span is not there no more for these 27 double albums, 20 Jim Jones long, Master P long albums. So I get it, but I still like them to go back to give me 13, 15 songs, no less than 10. Give me 30, at least 30 minutes every record. But if it's good, if it sounds good and cohesive, I can't be that mad.
All right, let's hear from Primo.
All right. Here I am. Let's see. Loser of the Year 2021. Well, after careful consideration, I think I'm going with Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap getting federal indicted, being out here bad with hundreds of pounds of fentanyl and dope and all types of crazy stuff, getting caught with that, just going that route. I guess, him and his team, they had to go back to the, to the grit and the grind, I guess. That's not the loser option. Really, it's just the way he's been handling it since. He came after his indictment. First of all, in case people don't know, fentanyl is called Fetty Wap on the street. That's pretty incriminating there, buddy. But I'm not judging. Get it how you live, I guess. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I mean, Buddy went to jail. Got snatched up on his way. I think he was on his way to like an iHeartRadio or one of them type of shows. Got snatched up. Him and his team, they all got snatched up. He made bail. Came out and did like one of those Gucci Man first day out freestyles. His manager was like, bro, why are you even doing that? I mean, but think about it. Fetty Wap, he got his name. Gucci Man, his favorite rapper. He got his name Wap from Guwap. But yeah, he's using it like it's a big publicity thing, in my opinion. I mean, you're hearing more from Fetty Wap now than you have in the past 4 years, 5 years. And, as far as we all know, I mean, he ain't in the abyss. He ain't one of us, but as far as losers go, I mean, I think that's a loser move. He's definitely playing around like his life isn't on the line, man. This man could be about to sit down, man. They took down Chapo, bro. They just sat down Chapo's wife. You think you gonna just be out here doing interviews and stuff, facing a federal case? The feds don't come for you unless they've done their homework and they can connect you to something, man. It's bad. It's real bad. So, hold your head up. Prayers to him and his family, man. Travis Scott, definitely a loser of the year. Again, not in the abyss at all. But the way he handled the aftermath of the whole Astro World incident and everything leading up to it, he a sucker, man. He always, his fans are the worst. They're always out there causing trouble. They were, in case you didn't notice, they were bum rushing fences all summer long, or every festival that they were able to get into. That was all Travis Scott fans. So losers. Oh, so yeah. But as far as in our world, the loser of the year, whoever reported on my man All Guns No Butter page and had him taken off the internet, man, you deprived me of joy. You're the loser of the year. Absolutely, man. Stop hating. Whoever's hating on that man and his art, do better, I don't know what to say. If you're a record label that's not sending out records on time, do better, and he won't make jokes about you. So maybe you're the losers of the year. That's all I have to say about that.
True indeed. Big up the Fetty Wap. One Eye Bandit. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. I always got one eye open, like Fetty Wap. Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
All right,
Good
so
choices,
we're down to album art.
Yeah, it was easy for me too.
So album artwork, who have you got, Matt?
Right, I'm going to say an album piece, but I've got to give a few shouts as well. But does it count if it's a repress or a rework of artwork? Oh, it doesn't count.
No, it does. It does, absolutely. Just if it's album artwork. So I know, Sep will do stuff, but yeah, it doesn't matter if it was the original. Just if there's album artwork that you felt was incredibly dope.
I know you're gonna pick. I know you're gonna pick. Can I guess what you're gonna pick? Can I guess what you're gonna pick then?
Go on.
The Action Bronson joint. Do we pull out for like 6 covers?
No.
Damn,
it was pretty dope though.
Yeah, fuck. All right.
Right, it's just because of the concept. So there's a German guy artist. He actually done my logo. I'm not saying it because I'm biased. RDB. he's recently done the new Future Wave and Danielson cover that's coming out.
That's pretty nice. That looks really sweet.
So he done a remix of the Aldovino and SD Knack album Triple Black Diamond.
Okay. So
the cover has it's a cow, and when you put the inner sleeve in, you've got the 3 black diamonds. But the inner, it's not. I don't know if it counts, but the inner sleeve, Triple Black Diamonds is like the highest form of alpine skiing run, and he's done like 11 ski runs in lines, but he's made their faces into mountains and look like the ski runs. So it was just kind of the concept behind how he done it and he created it. So RDB for that, and then what I put for the others, Crispy Murray for the Razor's Edge album, because there was 3 actual individual covers for that Future Wave and Rome Street. So that one. The Seventh in the Big Ghost and Souls project. I know that dropped last year, but the vinyl dropped on D-Rat Winkle, where he done the Japanese style cover for the vinyl.
That's Sep, what is it? That's Sep.
Rhyme Humor for the Booze Brothers. I mean, his stuff is always top notch. He's done the Underwater Pyramids and the Ebenezer Maxwell album. And then I just got to give a shout out to Squat. He done that Knowledge of Pirate remix cover. And then also Pika Designs, because he's been steadily putting in work and doing stuff as well. So
incredible stuff.
Them guys have also done the artwork on my cassette tape, so I just got to give them a few shout outs as well. But yeah, RDB, Rhyme Humor, and Sep.
What's up, y'all?
Definitely.
Good choices. Karl, who you got, bro?
All right. So honorable mention, Mav Spanish Ram Breakfast at Sue.
Love that.
I just the album artwork and everything they did for the release of that I thought was brilliant. I would just say, with Sep, with Squat Dead Face, with PQ, there are a lot of really incredible artists that are doing stuff. That's why I think it was a little surprising that I chose Big Ghost for Two Nights in Marrakesh.
For your album cover?
Yes. There's something about that image with the is that Milo the cat?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my favorite. And that I believe he painted that start to finish. That was all Big Ghost.
Yeah, Big Ghost painted that joint.
Yeah. So yeah, with all the amazing album covers that have come out, there were some really cool ones like No Cosign, Just Cocaine. I dig a really simple black and white. Yeah, Ty Ferris. That skull with the Coke lines. I'm into stylistic stuff, so that stuff is kind of cool for me. But I think the top 2 for me would be Breakfast at Sue's, and then Two Nights in Marrakesh is going to take it.
So indeed, mine was Two Nights in Marrakesh. That shit is amazing to me, and it fits the album to me
perfectly.
Chaos,
and
that's sometimes Aldovino flow. So that's why that's definitely my album cover of the year. And also Mav Spanish Ran, and I believe that Meek Mill kind of copied the Spanish Rant Mav album cover, yo. Like, I think he kind of bit it a little bit. So
a little bit.
Yeah, but fuck it. But definitely the Aldovino Big Ghost joint was my favorite album cover. That shit is amazing. Yeah.
He also painted the Uncle John album cover as well, didn't he? Back in the...
True indeed.
Yeah.
True indeed. He painted that too. He did another one as well, I believe, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but that dude is a jack of all trades, master of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he can land a helicopter. Probably. You can fly it, but landing it is a whole different ballgame. True indeed. But yeah, in all, it's been a great year in hip hop. It's been a weird year, but we keep on pumping out good shit. The culture is alive and well. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Underground of this, the people who are doing the cover art for them albums, they're much better than even just the commercials. Not commercial, but the more mainstream
artists, yeah.
It seems to do, obviously, there's a lot more effort and thought and time that goes into making these covers. So, you know, the Underground Abyss, the artists who are doing all them covers, you got to give them all props. They're all playing their part in that.
It's like they took notes from metal.
Such a diversity in styles too, even from individuals. Like if you look at like what you know, Sep or PQ do in, you know, show flyers and different kind of promotion stuff that they've been doing for people. And then you look at like the painting stuff that they do, and you get such diversity with these artists. You know, in hip hop, we like to look at tagging and graffiti, but the hip hop art goes so much deeper with the underground artists. I just, it's insane.
Indeed.
And shout out to Dave Proch, just because he's our artist, and I love that dude. He does insane cool portraits. Well. Yes, very cool. And does amazing portraits. On the show too. Yes, yes.
Yeah, big up to Proch, yo.
All right, party people, we back at it, man. Here we go. So what I want to talk about right now, I want to talk about album art of the year, art of the year. Why do I want to talk about it? Because I think the visuals that have been created, that's what really draws me in, like, to a lot of these projects. Like, before you even hear them, you just see the art come, and it really complements the dopeness that's contained within. I've been enjoying getting physical copies of stuff, just so I can have the art to look at. So I feel like we need to salute the people that are inspiring us, because I feel like a lot of MCs, a lot of producers are inspired by artists, the visual mediums, that makes us want to make stuff. It's like a chicken and the egg thing, right? Like, you see some dope art, it might make you want to write an ill ass rhyme, you know, make a dope ass beat, and vice versa, you know. I just want to shout out a bunch of artists out there. Chris B. Murray, definitely. Freako. Who else? Shit. Oh, Dave Porch. Rhyme Puma, definitely crazy. Who else? Squat Deadface, you already know. Shit, man. I'm missing some people, and pardon me, but as far as the art of the year, the album cover of the year, for me, the one that I liked the most, that just really had me continuously staring at it, well, it's a tie, actually. I really love that gorgeous Polo Sporting Goods joint, the Raz Fresco joint. Oh my God, that album cover is so raw. I like what Ron Puma did. I think it's for Clever One. I don't even know if it came out. I think it's like Kevlar polo fits or something like that. Pardon me if I butchered the name, man, but that cover's super raw. But the one that sits out to the most to me, even shout out Aldovino. Aldovino's a dope artist. He has a very good eye. But the album cover of the year for me, here you go, everybody. Album art of the year, I'm going with that Bo Jackson, man. I think it's the most creative one. Oh, hold on. before I even go into that, shout out that Breakfast at Sue's. That Breakfast at Sue's is so dope. That cover, oh my God, it's so raw. It's so raw. That, man, yo, yeah, that one, I really like that. That's there was a tie for that. Absolutely. I really like that Breakfast at Sue's album cover. It's just so, I mean, I don't know the actual real painting that it was inspired by, but yo, that one, yeah, you was on something on that one. Absolutely. I like the Soul album. I like the Soul album cover, and I like that Charlie Pope album cover too. But no, my favorite one is definitely that Boldy James, Bo Jackson cover. If you get a chance, Google or find on YouTube the video where Alchemist is creating the Boldy James Bo Jackson cover. It's a raw process. It's like a collage. He took a bunch of baseball cards and articles and whatnot and cut them into this design that you see. And not only that, I mean, there's designs within the design. So that, I mean, it's multi-layered. It's dope. It's a creative concept. So yeah, man, that's my art of the year, man. That's the one I like the most. That's it.
That's what's up. We have one more category, correct? Verse of the year.
Verse of the year. And I'm bowing out of this one. I didn't pick a verse of the year just because I did not dissect enough of them. So
okay. I got my favorite.
I'd give a very good educated one. So I've got one from Primo though. Let's cut to Primo real quick.
Peace to the sun, moon, and stars, man, woman, the child, all that, yo. Go over there to the Patreon page, subscribe to the Patreon page, the Crimefaces Abyss podcast. Know what I mean? You get exclusive content, extra videos, content for me and Karl, and some other things. If you subscribe to our different levels, you get free stuff. Know what I mean? Every month you get free stuff, like a mug, a sticker, a hoodie, some ill shit. Know what I mean? Shout out to Crime App for this right here. But yeah, go over there and subscribe to the Patreon. Y'all get some exclusive content, like a video I did about Tochi. Know what I mean? I called him Tucci, but his name is Tochi. But boom, I thank y'all for all watching this podcast, watching it, tuning in everywhere. Go subscribe to the Patreon, know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. Get more exclusive content from me, Karl, and PrimoJAB, know what I mean? Boom, peace and love. Back to the podcast.
And his was Ransom, No Remorse.
Word. My joint is the song with Ransom, Kill All Rats, Rome Streets verse. But Conway killed it too, and Ransom killed it. But my favorite verse of the year, Westheimer, Hitler's Where's Hermes 8, but not those guys that verse, not Boldy's verse, Sauce Walker's verse.
Really?
Yes. He said, did the bitch pay me? You don't gotta ask twice. Does LeBron James drink Sprite? Does Dave Mirra ride bikes? I was like, Dave Mirra, the Miracle Boy. Rest in peace to Dave Mirra. Rest in peace, yo. Yeah, he said the Rolls Royce looked like Serena Williams in pink tights. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Sorry, ho. I could have put it with Jay-Z and Rockefellers, but I was clocking millions off 4 bitches, Rockefellers. Yeah. But Sauce Walker can rap. I don't like his beats he picks for himself, but anything he has with West has been great. Some other stuff's been great, but his albums, I don't like those beats, man. But Sauce is funny as fuck, yo. And that right there, that's my favorite verse on that album, yo. On all them verses, that is my favorite verse on that album, yo. It's just, yeah, it's the funnest. Now, Rome had better verses on there about with one with Shake a Millionaire's Hand, and the other one Serve a Junkie, amazing. But that Sauce Walker verse is so funny, yo. And then at the end he said, "Ooey." Yeah, that's my favorite verse of the year right there. Big up to Sauce Walker. He's a pimp. He has OnlyFans. I don't subscribe to it. Boom. Yeah.
All right, Matt, it's all you.
Yeah.
Right. So my verse of the year, I'm going to give you 2 because one is, I know you guys are Canadian American. You're probably not going to hear of this artist because he's from the UK, but I'm going to use this platform to kind of promote him to the world. Right. There's a group called Strange You. Strange and then You.
I heard about Strange You.
Yeah. So Kashmir is the MC, Dr. Zygo is the producer. They've done a track called Maybe. You can YouTube it, Strange You Maybe. So that track Maybe, for me, was the verse of the year because basically it's just a track where every sentence in the line starts with maybe, and it's like it's either he's describing himself or what people are perceiving of him. And the way his the way it's lyrically built, I just found it amazing. You know, it's so simple but so kind of complex as well. So Strange You Maybe, so that's one of them. And then I said it before, the Rome Street's verse on Sage or Gunsmoke for me is but I mean it's so hard like to choose but there's been so much great music coming out from all these artists. It's very hard to kind of pinpoint and say which verse is the best, but them two kind of stand out for me. Yeah, I didn't want everything to be Rome Street. It could have easily.
That was part of my problem, though. Was I was sitting there going, okay, I would probably pick a Rome Streets verse, but which one? Like on top of the fact that there were so many of them this year, you know, they're all fucking dope. So I don't think he spits a bad bar.
His references, I mean, for me, he spent some time in the UK as a teenager, which I know, and he even references like stuff from the UK, which only someone who would have been in the UK would have known. So for me, I just got to give him props. Yeah, and he also references a lot of like 90s hip hop artists. So he's keeping the tradition going. So yeah, his wordplay is unbelievable.
Yeah,
so indeed. Yeah, big up to Rome Street. He had the best year. I don't see it stopping. You know what I'm saying? He only can get better. We have that Riggs DJ Muggs album coming possibly next year. So we got a lot to look forward next year. But this year, boom. Rome Street's MVP. You know what I mean? Look out for the All-Star team coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did we go to PrimoJAB already?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. Yeah.
Yeah. His was Ransom, remember?
Yeah, my bad, yo. Well, I have a whole memory. I'll probably leave my daughter in the grocery store. Be like, oh shit, I left her.
Now, Matt, are you going to get to go to the show on the 26th with Rome Street's Riggs and
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully they won't cancel that show.
No.
So anybody in the New York area, if you want to hook up and meet Matt Vinyl Hunter, go to that show.
Around.
Support the underground.
I'm here. I'm in New York until the 9th of January.
Nice.
Oh
nice.
Shit.
So,
when was this gonna air?
What's that?
When's this gonna air?
20 something. The 27th.
It's after the show. It's after the show, yo. So you gotta find Matt Vinyl Hunter.
Oh shit!
In New York. Yeah, you gotta find Matt Vinyl Hunter.
If you're listening to this now, Matt_Vinyl_Hunter. Come and follow me on Instagram. Drop me a DM. I'm happy to hang out, go for a beer, whatever, smoke. You know, I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs.
That's right.
No, my UK brothers got the knives, yo. Word.
Yeah.
Ain't no guns in New York, yo. Boom. Yeah.
Guns for show, knives for a pro.
Word.
I mean, we
do you know what movie that's from?
What's that from?
Is that Crocodile Dundee?
No. That was a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
What's it called?
That was it Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Yeah.
Or was it
Snatch?
A Snatch. But yeah, it was one of those. It was a Guy Ritchie movie. They were getting ready to do a robbery, and their chef friend that was involved busted out all of these knives.
That was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
And the chef was an American guy, isn't he? He's an American actor.
Originally, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a classic film.
Yeah.
But we do have guns in the UK, but obviously not as much as in America.
Bro, it's hard to get them though.
Not for criminals.
Not for criminals. It's harder. I think it's harder for the average person to get them. But if you're a criminal, you can get them. Yeah.
Bro.
But
that's the problem with really strict gun laws.
So
yeah,
indeed.
but then we have less people getting shot. So
indeed, we got everybody getting shot down here. We got little kids getting shot down here and all type of shit. I ain't joking.
I think we're just that much more violent. I if you took knives and guns away from people, they'd be killing each other with spoons. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Shit. Hey yo, boom, my homie Lou. Shout out to my homie Lou. He's a chubby chaser. He likes real big fat women. Like big ones, like real big ones.
I think I know him.
Lou, that worked in the dairy, Kroger.
Well, I think originally he had been a grocery manager, wasn't he?
Yes. You know Lou?
Yep.
Holy shit, yo. Yeah, that's Lou, chubby chaser. He said
his first name is actually your government last name.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know
short.
that.
Yep.
Oh, what happened to Lou?
I don't know. But as soon as you said Chubby Chaser Lou,
Chubby
that's
Chaser,
the first
you know
dude
Lou.
I thought of.
That is crazy, yo. That is crazy, yo. So you know I'm telling the truth. He know I'm telling the truth. This stuff is not fabricated whatsoever.
No, and when I say Chubby Chaser, like the bigger the better.
Yeah, big. I'm talking about Rikishi.
Yes.
Apparently they work harder though. That's what my friend says. He loves going for fat women because he says they work harder.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna find out, yo. I'm not gonna find out. I don't know, but Lou, we be walking and we see like a girl like riding around in one of them riding carts that's super overweight in the grocery store, and he be hollering at her.
He just start drooling.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Is he like a feeder as well? He likes to feed them.
Oh yeah, he used to brag about it. Because
really,
and I don't know if his girl or his wife or somebody that he was with at the time when I worked with him.
got married,
yeah. He would brag about bringing her like 4 lobsters and 2 steaks and 3 potatoes for dinner one night, and like, oh yeah, he used to love feeding her. Then he came home and she's dead. God, I hope not. That would suck.
He was like, I'm gonna hit it one more time. While the body's warm. While the body's warm. Yeah, that's fucked up, yo. Boom. But yo,
technical difficulties.
Yo, boom. That sounds like Lou though. Lou is crazy.
He was super skinny too. He wasn't a big dude at all.
He was my size. Trying to get girls with like 3.
But shorter.
Yes.
There's a market for everybody, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody for everybody.
I'm saying anybody with body issues, you got to find the right person. That's all.
Yeah. That's why I tell my friends, there's a market for everybody. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
a market.
If I can get married, there's a market for anybody. I'm just saying.
But you look like the dude on Breaking Bad, man. You famous.
I know. I am the danger.
But I look like Marlon Wayans. So boom, we both famous. I'll be lying and say I'm gonna get a trust fund to me when I turn 26. And like boom, the girls be like, oh my God, you a Wayans brother? Oh shit, word, yeah, boom. Yeah, I'm Marlon's son. Word. Yeah. But boom, let us know what you think about who y'all thought was the best this year. You know what I'm saying? If you say Russ, we're gonna block you. You know what I'm saying? Word. We're not having none of that shit.
We will not block Sam Buck. You stop.
He didn't think that's not the album of the year, is it, for him?
I don't know.
Jesus. Probably. He's like the Liz 2. It didn't even come out. What's the album of the year? Oh, Sam Buck, Liz 2. It didn't even come out. Shut the fuck up. Damn, Sam Buck. By the way, Sam Buck is so tall, G. That dude was with Ito.
Yeah, but he's small.
Yeah, he made him look even smaller, yo. like whose son is right there on the picture? Get your son. Your dogs are taller than Ito on their top and their hind legs. Yeah, but your dog's pretty big, right, Karl? They're like
one of them is.
Yeah.
I've got a Cane Corso Mastiff. He's a big boy.
Yeah, they're good. Oh,
yeah, the kitty cat. I've been seeing some pictures.
You brought the cat? You brought the cat with you?
No, the cat's here.
No.
The cat's
here.
Yeah. Bad luck. Nah, fuck that shit. Anyway. Hey, yo, to you and everybody out there, appreciate Matt Vinyl Hunter come on the show.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Feliz Navidad. If you don't celebrate, true indeed. He'll be back. We got more stuff planned and a lot of stuff to go in this new year. But everybody, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Merry Christmas, happy day to you. Happy day. Enjoy your day. Give gifts. Be grateful. Be thankful. Santa Claus and Jesus. Karl, would you like to?
Yeah, I just want to strongly recommend, if you're into the Abyss, if you fuck with this music, this dude right here drops the illest shit constantly. I am a huge fan of what Matt Hunter does. There's some really dope DJs in this underground. DJ Beans is somebody I fuck with a lot. But any chance I get, I tune into the Itch FM, or you're on Twitch as well.
Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, 2-3 hours of some of the illest music you can think of. He themes some of the shows, so sometimes you're going to get like all old school. One of the shows that was one of my favorites was the island reggae infused hip hop that you did.
Yeah, the Rag of Hip Hop.
That's fire.
Yeah. Dropped a whole series on UK and Canadian artists. The Pro Dillinger one was phenomenal. So just please check Matt Hunter out. Do yourself a favor, because you're gonna definitely get an education in hip hop.
But I appreciate the kind words, and I thank you for the support. Thank you for inviting me onto this as well. And it's great what you guys are doing. So just keep it going, and we'll link up again. And it's been good chopping it up with you. And to everybody who's watching, have a great Christmas and New Year. And 2022 is going to be even better. We're going to put all this rubbish behind us.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. And Festivus for the rest of us. So indeed. So this is episode 18 of the Abyss Podcast. Y'all be cool. Protect your neck. Drink water. Peace.
Peace.
Where? We on there.
Hey, everybody. Please remember, go to our Patreon. There's going to be a ton of extra content. If you're just going in as a base level subscriber, we're going to give you all of the podcasts with the extra music added into it. You're going to get music videos whenever possible. We are also going to just add extra content in there for the base level. But we will have 2 other levels. The second level is going to give you a lot of extra content. And the third level gives you the merch. So you can get that one-of-a-kind t-shirt that's only going to be available on the Patreon. But you're also going to be able to get a certified investor's mug. Yes. If you want to check it out, you can go take a look at the Patreon. It's there, as well as a dope hoodie. So subscribe, follow us, support the podcast, share this information if you can. We really appreciate you fucking with us, and we'll keep bringing you more. Peace.
Fuck this.